Pardon me for the slow start. I'm just going to wait till people filter their way in. And my other device is being slow, and I'm trying to get that to behave, but the usual things I try don't work. I might have to restart it, which I always hate doing because I never know if things are going to relaunch. It doesn't take me long to start a new session, and get a lot going on, but good boy, he's not doing anything. You've got everything you could ever want, and more. So this may not be my best podcast, or certainly not my my best start in a video, but I'm rolling with a couple people, 3 people in mind, and some of the other regulars, and some of the newbies as well, so. It's interesting, it's 1:37 here, and it just passed the 1:37 duration mark. I really should get back into doing even not just guided meditation, but just meditation stuff, maybe with these bowls. Just a moment, please. A certain someone here, you might guess who, is being a bit distracting, so I think up you go, because I don't know. Feel like it's, well, maybe I didn't this way. Did I not give you a? We really gotta train this out of you, Sonny. Not a good habit. Alright, I'm not on the phone very often these days, so as far as like phone calls, so you don't otherwise get these very often, so I guess there is that. I guess so, hey? Oh. Oh. I would think there'd be a mount somewhere around here, but there may not be. Is there one in here? You would think so, because I was playing these not long ago. Not even far away. Really need to be any over here? Yeah. That's actually a really solid, thick one. For me, guided words, better, or music, but we have quite a few of these things, so why not use them? Not quite the right thingamajig. Let me try one of these. Not bad. Lots of people have these things, actually, believe it or not. We sure do. Let me try this other one, too. Oh. We got somebody here. Welcome. All right, I'm just I'm doing something a little unique that I don't do very often in these videos. But then also, I might do the other stuff too. The person left just as I was about to sound the uniqueness. They're like, I don't want unique, I just want the usual. I'll take the usual, please, with a side of fries and a coffee. I thought some people might find that other one too high. I almost did, but it wasn't bad. This one might be lower, because I remember one of these was lower. Chili. I always thought I liked these, stand balls, they have another name, I can't remember at the moment, better, because you can hold them like this, but, I think right now I'm craving more to have one flat on my hand for some reason. I'm not an expert at playing these. I'm not doing bad with those. There is, ooh, the vibration. There is some upstairs that I probably would do even better, and I'm tempted to go do that. I do have a phone call I should make also. The other person in the house is on lunch at work right now, so I don't have a lot to say, but this phone had to be plugged in. But I'll do that on my way up. Hey. Just a moment, please. I want to put this. Hi, hold on. Yeah. Okay, well, hopefully I'll get home early because it's Friday, so. Just looking at the balls a little bit. And yeah. Yeah. So I guess okay. But it's hot out. Okay, make sure to put some of those on and I'll see you when you get home, love. Okay, bye-bye. But there was a person briefly there as I was coming upstairs. I thought the hey, how's it going might kind of make them think I was saying it to them too, and that's not untrue. They left, I guess, when they saw me on the phone and wasn't here for the part that said it was only going to be a couple minutes. And probably even less than that, actually. But we got, and so I tried to give a bit of a view, a bit of a curious view, but this is a really interesting shaped one. But, yeah, it didn't work. Somebody came again just after for a few seconds, but it'd be really sad if nobody came, because An was in Maxie's chat and asked if I was going to be rolling today, and I said, yeah, probably. Especially since you asked, and it's only not even 2 o'clock, but almost yet. I got some time to kill, for lack of a different phrase. I can't find which one of these, might have been this one. Just going to put a fan on in here. If you have any song requests, not on these things, although the other person in the house does know how to play a couple songs at least on these, plus maybe Happy Birthday, so maybe at least 3 songs. I don't though. And the viewer left, they're like, well, if you don't, or I hate those things because they all sound really high. They don't all. Ages ago when I was in here playing bowls, I thought that this one's really deep. Almost looks like a helmet. When I was up here playing bowls, There were some I really got to drone well. Not finding them today though. For some reason. Yes, we have a collection of them. Yeah. But yes, if you have anything you'd like to specifically talk about, need support on, by the way, if anybody's wondering, this shirt is kind of, looks like this, it's the style of it. Not quite tie-dye, it's actually kind of unintentional tie-dye. Ages ago, years ago, and somebody left, like, I don't care, I don't like it. Just kidding, they didn't say that, but I had to use a product for a bit, and it discolored it, but I think, yeah, it still looks kind of alright, so. That one's got a bit of a high tone to it, which I know some people don't like. There was a really nice low one. Which of these was it? I thought it was at that corner, unless he's changed them. Ooh. And I was also able to drone it easily, too. He says this end. Lately, I've heard him say this end works better. And it does seem to, but it's a bit more scrapey. Ooh, this. Sorry. I thought this was an oval one at first, but it was sitting in the other one. But it is very, not deep, and tiny, and kind of hard to hold, and kind of wobbly, and maybe a little on that high side. So, how's everybody doing today? I'm not great at droning these. But the droning is where you often get the deeper tones, even in a higher bowl. But yeah, glad to have the two of you here. I haven't been rolling super long. Curious if you've ever seen the channel before, and if not, how you came across it. And yeah, I'll take song requests, topics, if there's something you want support on at the moment, or just, you know, something you find interesting to talk about, and then you both left. So that made sense, and it certainly wasn't on. Ooh. When I put that back, they made the high cling, and then they kind of droned it too. That was amazing. Got like this is kind of an interesting image, an unique new instrument that we just got. Somebody we know had it sitting around and gave it to us, and he's got like different drumsticks, whatever you call these, and these for the small one. And the person was there until I picked up the third one. What, I don't like rubber and the sticks? Oh well, not every stick can please everyone. Sorry. No filter, free spirit. You know, you don't have to follow Jenna if you don't like it. But if you do, and you already do, then you know that. Oh, hi. How are you? Mr. G, but I'm actually the C in the G and C. I guess you didn't know that. Except, now it says 0, but I think you're probably still there. Yeah. Except, I do have a nickname that goes with the G. Wonder what it is. You'll never guess it, I bet you. I was just playing some singing bowls, if you've ever heard of those. Not to be confused with singing bowls. Mr. C. Actually, it's Mr. T. Without the hairstyle. I'm glad you made it here. You know, when we were talking on Maxie's, it almost sounded like you were going to, so I thought, that's motivation. That's motivational. You're so motivational. Interestingly, I was watching a couple people live streams, and I mentioned his to someone because they said that they were from the same country. And I swear that the guy was in both, but on the other one, his name was a bit longer, which is weird. Never heard of a singing bowl. All I know is noodle bowls. You don't have any, and they are better in bowls, aren't they? You don't have anything else in bowls ever? You haven't lived. And who else do we got watching here? There's a second person here. Don't be shy. I still haven't found, you know what, maybe I could just play these ones on here. I still haven't found. Let me just put this back here, and then I'll play. Sorry, the AC is on, but did it really fast. They're from India, largely. Nah, there was a meditation bowl that made calm frequencies. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, yo. They are, let me just plug this other phone in. They are originally from like India area. I'd love to drone one. I'm actually kind of curious what this one sounds like. So just a moment here. I have to put this precariously, whatever the word is, on the stairwell. There's a picture back there yet? No. Been curious about this one for a while. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, put this back. Please, if you have any song requests, if you have any topic requests, I will try and do them. One left, so I guess it's you and me, kid. Don't forget to like. You already got the comment and the subscription down. My dad has some, same one. This one that looks just like this, with the same markings. Your dad has a, really, where'd you get it from? I know that you can get it from a lot of people, but every now and then we have shipped, so I wonder, because we sell some of them, so I wonder if he got it from us. Or the same supplier, anyway. I think we've been having it ordered lately, but yeah, I'm struggling to get, there was something I took out of that, I thought, but I don't see, oh, right, these. I'm struggling to get a good drone out of any of them. Other videos I've had more success. I don't do it often. I'd be better doing it. This is another interesting question. Is there, and I know some people, you know, they feel, oh, I can't do meditation, you know, and I get it. I do find guided meditation easier, though. I do. And if there is anything that you, any theme for a meditation that you would like to hear, I would like to try and deliver it for you. There was a Buddhist shop that sells me. Okay. Cool. So, how's your day going? And where's that fashion video? I'm still longing to see it. It's kind of an alright place to do the podcast. I'm standing, but I'm leaning, so. Yeah, I wanted to go for a bike ride today. It's just too hot, and I just too low energy. But yeah, it's just about 2 o'clock here in a few minutes. And it's a Friday, but the other person in the home doesn't get home usually till closer to 4:30. So it's kind of like, you know, and I don't have any plans. So it's kind of like, I really should try and do some of these dishes, wash some of these pots. But my friends are a bit shy. None agreed upon uploading. Oh, but you did get a video. Okay, well, you're the only one here. We are only 18 minutes in, but I'll give you this one. I give you this one. Or do I? Would you be willing to put your email there for just a moment so that I can write it down and then you can delete that comment? And maybe you can send it to me that way. That'd be great. That sounds interesting. Let me look for a thing to write it down. Nobody else is here right now either, so they won't see it. I don't think that's a very good marker. Yeah, okay, I got something here I can write it with. Now I just have to get something to write it on. And there is, I'll have to look over. Look over what? No, I mean, I'm not judging. I'm sure I'd find some stuff to like in it. So, I mean, you don't have to do too much with it. I will let you know that there is somebody else here right now, though. But what's on my... you could also upload it as restricted where it would require a link. Oh, but then you'd have to be able to send it to me. Or you could go deep into the depths of one of my live streams, like, you know, posted a long time ago and commented. I'd see it because it would go to my notifications. Other people might not notice it, and you could put your email address there, and then I'd know which one. And then Sent to me. We got a second person here. Sorry, we were just kind of discussing a little something because we're kind of familiar with each other. What's on the playlist today as far as songs? Yeah, so I hope you do that because I'd really love to see it. Put a face to a name of someone I've been getting to know, and I think that's a good way to do it. And I like that kind of thing. As far as what's on the playlist as far as music today, you know, I was looking at the tablet earlier and I was looking at a bit of a playlist and I can't remember what I stopped on, but I'm going to go take a gander. But I'm totally, by the way, what happened to the computer? Oh, it's just being slow. It's just being slow. But I, I totally can try and take requests as well. Oh, it's so warm in here suddenly. Oh, I may have forgotten to turn off the fan upstairs, so if I go back up there, remind me. Turn off the fans down here, turn off the fan upstairs. Let me see what we got on here. But yes, I really hope that you'll do that. I'd love to see that. Whoops. I didn't even... one moment it says that it says you're live, and it's like, yeah, I already knew that. I didn't notice that it even dropped. We got a third person here. Welcome. Don't be shy. Glad to have you here. Curious if you've ever been to this channel before. And, well, what I've got up on here is a random playlist. I think YouTube created it, actually. And some of the things that it mentions is BNL, if you know what that stands for. If not, you can guess. The Eyes of Love, Paul Isaac. How can you do a medley still? SNI, I know, not BNL. I don't know SNI, that I believe. Saturday Night Live? No. BNL. Are you ready for it? By the way, you're the only one here. If you'd rather just put the email here and then delete it quickly. BNL is Bill Naked Ladies. They're a singing group. Also Canadian, actually, I believe. But yeah, you're the only one here, so I'll just see it, and then, like I say, you can delete it. Oh, but now there's the other two. Two more. Welcome to the channel. Glad you're here. Feel free to like and subscribe and make a song request. If there's something you need support on that you're going through, I'd be happy to try and help. And what's the other thing I usually offer? Or if there's just something you find interesting to talk about. That's kind of a neat question too. I'm just looking at some song ideas as well, actually, on this other device. Very minimal, regular. Looks like it's just you and me again on. The other ones are being sporadic, playing head games, or having device issues as well. I really hope I don't have to restart that thing later because I'm really worried about losing all my tabs. Although, it's usually pretty good at relaunching them, and I can't even think of how to describe it, but recently we kind of had something like that happen, and we thought we kind of got most of the Windows relaunched, but not all, and then suddenly, what's your email? I didn't see it. Please put it again. You're the only one here. Then suddenly it came back, and sometimes it says playlist, sometimes it doesn't. So you're in your email somewhat often. Yeah, I'm not seeing it, but nobody else is here at the moment. I will do my best not to read it out loud, because sometimes I read comments out loud, but I won't. Don't worry. Knowing what we're doing. Knowing what we're getting up to. I may have been looking at that device when you said it. I'm so tempted to again, because... Sorry, I'm just watching for something, but if you have a song request, feel free to also put that. Do you have any, you're unable to remove it? Well, don't worry, because I don't even see it. it's on your channel, or that other way, the other way that I suggested it. Let's just do it that way. Yeah. In this playlist, we also got Toby Keith, if anybody's into that. I kind of know this song, but not very well. Should have been a cowboy, should have been a rodeo. I don't know it real well. I'd like to teach the world to sing. Jeff Lynn's Hello telephone line. That sounds like two titles. Taylor Swift. That's right. Well, yeah, I mean, guys like her too, but I often forget because you're so anonymous. But if I think of what your name is, which I know what it is, then I bit more likely to remember, but just a bit. You know, I recently learned that she's Cuban. Not saying that's a bad thing or whatever, but I had no idea. I thought Cuban looked Latin, and I was at a cultural event, and there was black. And again, I'm not being racist. I'm just saying what it was. There was black performers dancing on stage that I would never have guessed were Cuban. I'm no good at geography. I've never been to Cuba. The reason why I say that Taylor Swift is Cuban is because they had some merchant. They had stuff for sale, and there was a Taylor Swift hoodie for sale. And most of the stuff that was there would have been kind of like culturally based. So I'm thinking, I guess she's Cuban. Well, she might have lived in Pennsylvania, but that reminds me. Been a long time since I came around. Been a long time, but I'm back in town. This time that's Nebraska guy. Cool Nebraska. Anyway, what Taylor Swift songs? I don't know many of them, but I might know something. And anybody else have a song request? We have a second person here. I'm just looking at this other device for song ideas too. At the moment, I'm kind of only thinking of one Taylor Swift song. And I actually did it kind of recently, and I'm not sure. The only one I feel like I know is The Climb, but there's probably others. She might have one called Love Story. I'm not super familiar with it, but I feel like she does. She's not the one that does Shake It Off, is she? Other than that, yeah, I'm not a Swiftie. I'm just Swift. Go on to many dates, but I can't make them stay. That's what people say. Ooh, ooh. That's what people say. Ooh, ooh. But I keep moving. Won't stop, can't stop grooving to the song in my head singing, it's gonna be alright. The hater shouldn't hate. Yeah, I don't know. I don't go on enough dates these days, but I'm happy with what I got in that way for the most part. And you both left. It's like, oh, next is going to be asking us out. Click. Not interested. Just kidding. But looks like one of you came back, and I think I can guess who. I think I burnt my cake in the oven. Oh, shoot. Well, hopefully you can rescue it. Just don't blame me. You gotta learn to multitask, man. Which is just, let me catch you later. Oh, keep it. You can keep me rolling. Keep me rolling. Where you get your cake out. You're making a birthday cake for somebody? I was actually thinking about making a cake soon. My birthday's not quite here yet, but certainly getting close. I might just make a homemade cake. You know, other cakes I'm actually kind of craving if they still have these genie cakes. I need some wishes granted, you know. Man, I haven't had those in ages. But the last time I did, it wasn't as good as I remembered them being. But and you may have heard anything. They both laughed. On. Are you still on? Are you still there? Or who do we got watching? Don't be shy to join the chat. I'm hoping On is multitasking, but it might just be icing a cake. And this is the icing on the cake. 59%. I do have to plug in the device. You might lose me briefly, but I'm coming right back in a second. Oh, I lost you. Well, I mean, I'm glad that she was here for a little while. It wasn't long enough. Considering how quiet sometimes these things are. Sometimes, not always, but anything's an improvement, but it deserves to do so much better. Oh, I got something so cool to tell on if she comes back. And it's actually kind of ironic calling her on for a couple of reasons, or at least one. I'm not sure why so many people seem shy on here, but I mean, heck, if they're practicing, can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all, then I mean, I guess I'm kind of glad, but I mean, I'm kind of curious too. I mean, what could you say about it? I mean, seriously, we don't have to look for it, but focus on the positive, right? But I know that people aren't shy either. I know it. I see it all the time. Yeah, I think I spent enough time on What's Her Face's video, and I may or may not have gained some new followers. I didn't know because I wasn't rolling, but now I am. So, fa fa la 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 la. La 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 la. The ethereals, la la la. I don't know. Maybe because they just feel like they're gonna want to pay attention and be part of the conversation, and has to deal with the cake. Maybe that's why she left. Cause just because it, as long as the house didn't burn down. I hope the house didn't burn down, because that wouldn't be good. Um, I guess it depends on how burnt and how much smoke there is, and so let's pray for on. If there was somebody else here, but at the moment there just isn't, I might tell them what I was going to tell on, but I'd also like to tell on. But nobody's here, so I won't tell any of you. You snooze, you lose. Just kidding. Biff the friendly purple bear. What's wrong with growing up to be a cowboy? That's what I'd like to know. If you add all the love in the world. There's that song again. Oh, right. That's why I wasn't going to do it. You cannot fit 50 songs worthwhile even talking about them or even playing a snippet in just under 10 minutes. You just can't do it. Sorry, Zenith. I don't know if I want to listen to that song because I don't want to be thinking about things while sleeping. And usually I actually do not too bad with that. Oh! Ooh, he says with excitement. But I'm not doing this on the computer because I can't at the moment. Right? But that would be a fun one. This actually is a song I knew in my childhood. I think I heard somebody perform it somewhere, and it's a really fun song. And I was gonna say I never forgot it, but I guess for years I did because, like I say, I just rediscovered it again. I probably haven't heard about it for many years. Okay, I don't know what that in the playlist. It said something else, but I think that this is the song. Let me just take a look. I'm just looking at this and looking at how close together they have all the chords and thinking I might not pull that off. So what I'm gonna do is hope that my browser behaves. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to find this on karaoke. But I did, although I think that channel is not a great one because I don't think it actually shows the lyrics. Oh. Huh. Well, that's interesting. The Muppets even do a version of this. American Bandstand. Well, I might just have to try one of these other versions or the corded version that I was just looking at, but let's see here. Nobody's been here. That's right. One of the reasons I was trying to encourage on to stay, just in case. But again, maybe the house is burning down. Let's hope not. But um, well, we'll try the first result and see if the lyrics are there. It says karaoke version, but sometimes that just means instrumental, I guess. Okay. I know it sounds weird, but this song takes me back to childhood. It's not that long, so if somebody tunes in as I'm doing it, I'll say what I was going to say before, after. Thanks, Ray. Kind of an old one. Finding a job tomorrow morning. Got some little something that I wanna do. Gonna buy something I could ride in. Take my girl dating at the drive-in. Our love's gonna be written down in the history. Just like Romeo and Juliet. Ooh. So it's loud as it goes. Gonna buy a pretty presents, just like the ones in a catalog. Gonna show how much I love her, let her know one way or another. Our love's gonna be written down in a history, just like Romeo and Juliet. Ooh, just like Romeo and Juliet. 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 Talk about love and romance. Just waiting and get myself straight. I'm gonna put Romeo's fame right smack down on a day. Right now I'm speculating, wondering what tomorrow's gonna really bring. If I don't find work tomorrow, hope it won't be heartbreak and sorrow. Our love's gonna be written just by tragedy, just like Romeo and Juliet. But say any gender you want. Ooh, just like Romeo and Juliet. Just like Romeo and Juliet. Come play that. Maybe meant to like that. Um, there was a lyric in that said, "I'm speculating." For some reason, when I was young, it doesn't even really sound like this, but I always thought that the words was, "I'm a pretty lady." Look at me now. I'm just kidding. When you catch me in the right light. Um, Unfortunately, I don't think I know any of the other songs, but lately there's been a few times where I'm craving doing, although I can do other stuff too if you can't think of any or you have other suggestions, but I've been craving doing um, not just Motown, but like old school, like golden oldies as they call them. But like I say, I'm pretty diverse. Glad to have whoever's just tuned in here and they just tuned out just as I was saying those words. They didn't even hear the full sentence, otherwise they would have possibly done the same thing if they were it. But that was fun. That was a trying to think. There's another song I kind of think of from around that time in my life that's kind of a unique kind of song like that, um, and it is lollipop, lollipop, oh my lollipop, lollipop. Imagine three women singing it dressed like kind of like candy canes, their outfits color wise. And a baby lollipop, I tell you why. Her kiss is sweeter than a something pie. When she runs a chicken, back they call her. Anyway, now I'm in a different playlist, aren't I? Yep, and it might be just as good. So I don't know whether I should go back to the previous playlist, which there may not have been much in. I was deep into it. I skipped some, or stick in this one. But next person that comes in that shows themselves as willing to chat, I might just have to have you help me decide. But yeah, it's too hot to go for a bike ride. I mean, I'm even warm in here for goodness sakes. I mean, there may be a breeze outside, but the couple times I stepped outside, it hasn't really been much of one. It didn't feel like. My back's already kind of sore, and my knees. So yeah, I don't really want to go anywhere. I'm a little restless and stir crazy, but that could be a song, couldn't it? Let me know if you think of any lyrics. Maybe we could collab. It just so happens that it came in while I was singing, but it was a kind of unique song, and we were like, no, I don't know it. Kind of can't hear the music he's singing with, such and such. I'm sorry, but you look that mean, you probably ain't gonna get people to talk to. Then again, you come across really friendly, and some people don't seem to register it either. So what if the beyond and the Lord? What if I saw something that also inspired me to be more active? So, like, yeah, good luck with that. You know, with again my back and my knees, and the fact that I somewhat easily get lightheaded, it's probably not a good idea. Can't you just enjoy the images? Come on, Lord. I know he's too busy to really know one way or another. And I think my angels wouldn't tell him. You know, they'd be like, oh, he's just doing that again. Okay, that's him. You know, we won't judge, we love him. You know, I would hope. Trying to think if there's any, you know, there is a couple that I would like to think living with me, but I wasn't super close with, and if they only knew, so much trouble I get into. No, just kidding. Like I'm thinking Lee or Palmer. That's an interesting thought. Oh, 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 oh. Welcome. It got a little quiet here for a little while, but I'm glad you're here. If you have a song request, feel free to put it in the comments. If you have a topic request, something that you feel you need support with right now in life, or that you'd find interesting to chat about, I'd be happy to chat with you. Um, I'm not great at thinking up songs myself, so I realize that could be a bit of a tricky question. Or bands, favorite singers, you know, and then maybe I'll think of some song, or, you know, favorite Disney movie, something, you know. Or is it on that we got back? I'm not sure. Yeah, so probably not. Sorry, I didn't mean for that to come across as like pressuring. You know, I wonder if it does, but I never mean for it to. I look at it as, let's, you know, give me some ideas. I'd be happy to do them. Let's have some fun. Let's heal. Let's enjoy, and you know, it does seem to maybe turn a number of people off. But honestly, they don't say why they leave when they tune in for so briefly. So I mean, it could be anything, and it may not even be personal. You know what I mean? So it's of course hard to know for sure when you don't know, but I try to take that approach. How do people breakers that big? How? That was really unfortunate. Let me just double check and see if the email is there. I don't think it's that abbreviation. Hmm. But welcome. Who do we have watching? Things slow. Nobody. Was somebody, but they're nobody. Yeah, because that's the thing. If there's somebody, why don't they come and show it? No, I don't mean to be being mean or whatever, but you know, allow me to get to know you. You know, I know I was talking about that song earlier, but I don't think I really know it well enough to do it. You know, it's amazing that Smith is such a common name, but I don't see it online, and I'm online a lot. And we're back. That was a very brief drop. Dropping briefs now, are we? Just kidding. Dropping it as a hound. Trying to watch both. I mean, I'm not, not just gonna keep this. Oh, has it only been 30 minutes? I thought it had been longer. Or did it do that weird thing? Yeah, I think it may have. So I guess whatever it took out, it meant to take out. I think it did. Oh, this stupid. Doesn't do that very often. I don't think it would be that smooth and quick though. But I was sure it said 40. Or was it maybe 2040? Oh, I'm tired. Like I say, just trying to keep myself awake for another, technically, hour and a half. But here's hoping to get some sooner. Going past certain groups. Yeah, so I don't know what song to do next. Or what topic to do next. Yeah, so you ain't gonna tell me, I guess. I'm just looking for song ideas. No, I don't like that one. Okay, you left. I definitely would find some in there, but I accidentally clicked out. I'm not sure if that's meant to be. Hmm. It potentially could be a good song, but I don't think so. Not one I really want to do. Joni Mitchell for Michael Jackson theme singing practice live stream. This doesn't look as much like karaoke as it looks like somebody performing for an hour. There could be some good stuff in this. And well, Michael Jackson did kind of sound feminine, it's true, but it's not actually him because this is a female. I don't know if she can be good or not, but that's what Michael Jackson sounds. She's dancing kind of oddly. Certainly not like Michael Jackson. All this equipment, you'd think her audio would be better. Honestly, the headphones are distracting me. Like, why does she need those to sing? He does quite a variety. This guy I keep coming across. His audio might not be great, but he does quite a variety, and entitles them. He's an Elvis impersonator. I don't think it lost him. I still can't remember. That's the kind of thing that makes me mad, kind of. Is not only is he out somewhere publicly performing, although people are enjoying themselves, although they might be drunk or just having a fun night out, but he's supposed to be an Elvis impersonator, and this guy both does his looks okay, I guess, but both doesn't sound like Elvis and doesn't sing that greatly, really. Um, and I know some people, if they happen to watch this far in and it's not as far in as it feels like it is, might say, "I'd like to hear you try it then." Um, Only because I can't think of a different song, I'll do this one. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love you. It's a love song, but I couldn't think of another one at the moment. I know he's got a lot of songs. I do. I did one a few days ago, actually, on the piano. Like I'm musical. I've been musical all my life. You know, it's not like I retired and decided, oh, I want to be an Elvis impersonator, and I've never performed before, and I require alcohol or whatever. I mean, maybe it wasn't that bad, but you know what I mean. Well, I might wrap up. It was nice that I was here for a little while, but other than that, it's been pretty boring to say the least. In case you didn't know, I'm crazy about you. Of course, if we come across more of his stuff, it could potentially be good. Why? Looks like. Sorry, I was just looking for some song ideas. It was quieter for a little while. I noticed somebody just tuned in, and they just tuned out. So they should tune in and zone out, not tune out. Some people maybe really don't like being called out on, but again, I'm not doing it in a bad way. And I think if people do have problems with that, they're maybe just a tad on the sensitive side, or at least with that they are. And I mean, some things it's understandable to be sensitive about, perhaps. Some things maybe people should work on their sensitivity. Maybe I'm sensitive to them doing it, but it takes two to tango. So yeah, when I'm doing that, when I'm welcoming someone in, I'm not meaning to like make them feel uncomfortable or pressure or anything. I'm just being welcoming, and happy to engage some conversation. And sometimes it's quiet. Like there was somebody here for a little while, one of the regulars, who knows how cool these podcasts can get, and you left. You're like, I need to know the story. Just sing the song or I'm out. They didn't say that, but maybe they were thinking it. And if so, how rude. How dare they? Oh, yeah, it's any of the Angels. Oh, what's this guy doing? It looks like it should be Rod Stewart. Is he just talking? I can't tell. What I can say, though, is that a heck of a load of plants at that venue. Might even be at a funeral. I can't tell for sure. Well, I sang a cappella a couple songs. I had fun. I hope other people that see this might enjoy it as well and not be shy and want to be part of the conversation. But right now, it's not exactly motivating. Now it clicked out of that group. I'm really tired though. I mean, still, like, the day is going really, really slow. And I'm noticing it. And I'm not happy about it. The others who make it almost half an hour early, I would think. On, you've caused a loss of momentum. Just kidding, but kind of, sort of, kind of. This is a group of men I don't really look at very often. I wonder if there's anything worth seeing. Well, that's a very interesting photo. I don't know if I've ever saw a photo like that of it. I'm going to change the tint of this a little bit. Oh, it actually says spouse, not spouse. But give me self-esteem when I don't have it. Give me hope when I don't have it. Give me explanations that made sense when everything else was crazy. So glad I met you. I don't think I'd be here if it weren't for you. So, like I say, it was a little active earlier. Now it's got quiet. Somebody did just tune in though, so I'm not meaning to make you uncomfortable. Or before they left, as I was saying, so I'm now gonna get naked. Just kidding. That'll get your attention. Honestly, I'm not the hottest, so it might not. It might make you do the same thing you just did. I'm just being silly. Don't mind me. Ooh, this has to plug in. I don't think it's the same, but then again, maybe it is. No, I don't think it's the same charger. So I'm gonna go upstairs. Maybe a change of scenery will interest you. But and then I'm likely gonna go outside, and I really wish it was 342, or even yeah, 342. It would make so much more sense. That would be so nice. But it's not. Alas, it's not. You know, at least there was a little something that happened in this. You know, and I'm fine with that too. To be quite honest, you know, positivity happened, joy happened, and that's what it's all about, folks. That's what makes the world go round, and happiness is a good thing, So, but it's not so enjoyable when people come in and don't stick around, or when it's just quiet. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap up my new phrase. I haven't used it that much, so even if people do hear to the end of it and after the fact, it's not like and if they see my videos often, it's not like they're gonna say, oh, I wish you'd stop saying that. But I'm gonna wrap this up, put a bow on it. I may never stop saying wrap this up, but I'll stop saying put a bow on it at some point. It's hard to call that thing that I've been using chapstick. Chap circle? But anywho. Oh, now I'm at the bed and I just want to sleep. But it's not the usual time. I kind of have a nap at a usual time that I will not disclose. And so I can't. So anyway, I hope everybody has a good day. Take care. Love and kindness to all. Unless they truly, truly don't deserve it, then best just to really ignore them, But put good energy out there, and bye for now.